What's good, Dudzz Nation? What's good, YouTube family? Peace, love, and light as always, man. Welcome to Dudzz Dimension, where I review current events and topics and issues that are going on around the world, and I give you my perspective, alright, in my dimension. So in this video, I'm going to be watching a clip of Akon talking about how African/melanated people have the ability to fight off diseases naturally, and how we don't need shots if we go to Africa, okay? I'm gonna watch the clip with y'all, and then afterwards we're gonna have a quick discussion, alright? So let's get into it.
Shy too much away from, you know, tap water,
right?
Like basic little things.
Yeah,
like,
stop drinking tap water. That'll help.
Right, just drink like the basic things that you are afraid of. Just challenge it, because your body's already set up to fight off all of these diseases and all this stuff that you're, running from.
Because it's funny, like even the times I've traveled overseas and in Africa or whatever, I'll call you and be like, yo, man, they want me to get all these shots. Man, you don't need that stuff.
No shots. You African. You already African.
hey, and I ain't get the shots, and I was good every time I go over there. That's not to say if your doctor says you got to do it. Hey.
No, but there is a complex to it, and I don't mean to sound racist, but white people do have to take shots.
Yeah,
because their bodies, the way it's set up, it doesn't fight the way ours is fight. Our bodies are just naturally, physically stronger than theirs.
It's the melanin, man. Say
right.
what it is. And to what you say, like there's certain places where certain people are born. I mean, we're talking about this in the Dr. Sebi documentary, and it's simple. It's like, lions don't eat polar bear food. It's like if the regions in which you originate, you're going to be more susceptible to survive in those environments than other places. Exactly. It's as simple as that.
That's why black people, when they go to Africa, they don't have no problems. They really don't. But when you start taking the shots, you're actually injecting disease in you.
They're giving you the disease so your body can fight off the disease.
Thank you.
Alright, let's get into it, man. So in this video, he's pretty much talking about how, like, there's a few key points that I took away in the first part, where he talked about, like, if you have to drink tap water, or you don't really have to worry about tap water. For me, I got two different views on that. For me, I don't drink tap water at all, because tap water, especially in the States, has heavy metals such as fluoride that makes you docile and calcifies your pineal gland, amongst other issues. You've got traces of mercury. You have a bunch of carcinogens in heavy metals. So I don't drink tap water. But with that being said, if we're talking about people in Africa or third world countries and stuff like that, if they don't have access to fresh water, and all you have is tap water, you gotta do what you gotta do, you feel me? And the body does have its way of filtering out and detoxifying itself. The body is always trying to heal itself, okay? Our bodies have the ability to heal itself naturally. So I understand what he's saying in regards to that. So in that regard, I do agree, if you in a situation where you don't have access to better resources, better water, and you have access to tap water, you either gonna drink the tap water or you're gonna die. So you gotta do what you gotta do. So I understand that. And then secondly, you feel me, to get back on top of that issue, my issue with that is, for one, there's a lack of education, right? A lot of people don't even understand the power of their body. A lot of people don't even understand their body. Our bodies do have the ability to heal itself, right? If given the right environment, if you put in the right foods, or even if you're not putting in the right foods, there's a lot of people that fast to actually heal chronic illnesses within the body. I talk about this a lot. And so fasting is another way, or just an example, that the body can heal itself, right? When you actually, deplete yourself from sugar or things that are artificial, or illnesses, all right? And then that's when we start to get into the topic of alkalinity, acid base, right? So there's a lot of different ways that the body can heal itself. Moving on to what he said after that, in terms of you don't need shots if you're going to Africa. I'm gonna speak for myself here, okay? In this instant, for me, that resonates with me, and I'll tell you why. I've never needed shots. I've never been vaccinated, none of that. I don't get the flu shot. I don't get none of that. I'm never sick. I'm never sick. Now, while I do have a different diet than some people, I am a plant-based eater. And I'm not going to even be on no weird stuff like that and be like, oh, it's because I'm plant-based that I don't get sick. We don't know. All I know is I can speak about this for me, okay? Me as an African, Haitian, black man, whatever you want to call it. As for me, I don't get sick, and I've been to many countries. I've been to Belize, Mexico, Cayman Islands, of course Haiti, Canada. I haven't been to Africa yet, but you know, I've been in the mountains of Honduras. You know, crazy mosquitoes out there, crazy bugs out there. I drank the water over there. I was perfectly fine. And I'm personally against shots for myself, as well as when I do eventually have children. I don't believe in flu shots or vaccination because like Nick Cannon said, you eventually have to, you know, they inject you with the virus so that your body can beat the virus. That never made sense to me. And while we're down this avenue, if you really want to take it this way, check out the statistics of black children getting vaccination and the percentages of how, I believe it was black children are, I believe it was 40 to 60%. Actually, no, excuse me. I believe it was upwards of like 400% more likely to get autism through vaccination shots. All right, don't quote me exactly on the statistics, but it was anywhere between those ranges. Make sure to check it out. You can Google it right now, and the statistics are public records. Black children that get vaccinated are more likely to have autism, and this is a fact. And this is another reason why I'm against vaccination. I am, because you can sit there and say that there's an agenda on shots, and people will call you a conspiracy theorist and stuff like that. But the statistics don't lie. The facts don't lie. And so for me personally, I can't talk about you, whether you're African or Latin, because if you are a Latina, all right, Latino, you have African blood in you. And so the genetic makeup of your body is different from a Caucasoid, a Caucasian. It's true. And it's not even about race here. I'm just being neutral here and being honest. You know, black melanated people, Africans, black men, black women, whatever you want to call it, we do have dominant genes. This is why whenever a black man or black woman mixes with another race, which I don't like saying because there is only one race, but there's different types of people, you know, you notice that they have dominant black genes. They have the coiled hair, the hair of wool. They have the African features, the lips, even the musculoskeletal system is more dense, because African people do have more dense and defined muscles. Okay, we know for a fact that we have more type 2 muscle fibers, and you can always tell for the most part, when a child is mixed and has African blood inside of them, right? Even if somebody is quote unquote an octoroon, which means that they have, you know, 1/8 of African blood inside of them, you can usually tell through some type of feature within their body that they have African ancestry and African blood within them. And so, to go back upon what Akon said in terms of white people need shots when they go to Africa and stuff, and black people don't need shots. I can't talk for every black person, but for myself, I would have to say I agree with that statement, because at least for me, I can't talk for you, I've never needed shots. And I travel a lot, and I've never gotten sick. But again, I'm just speaking from my perspective. I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. I would agree with that statement for myself in terms of you don't have to get shots. Our bodies are genetically stronger, and it is what it is. Like, you can choose to call it racist or whatever, but I'm coming from a neutral, objective standpoint here, just based off of pure genetics. Typically, African people are more athletic, you know what I'm saying? Like, we do have a certain resiliency within our body, within our genetic makeup. This is why they say that black people are truly Anunnaki people, right? And so when we get into that conversation, you can't fault him for saying that, all right? And again, for me, I hold that to be true within my experiences. It is what it is, and for a lot of my family members, we have the ability to heal ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're extremely resilient, and you know, this is another example of why you have to know thyself. You got to know your body. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you are African, Afro-Latina, whatever you identify with, it's important that you know your body, you know your ancestry, and also getting into the conversation of food, you know which foods are best for your genetic makeup, because everybody can't eat the same. As he said, he quoted Dr. Sebi saying that a gorilla can't eat what a polar bear can. It's true. It's two different climates, two different areas. So if your ancestors come from the Caucasus Mountains or from Africa, it's two different terrains, two different regions of the world. This is why everybody can't eat meat. This is why, you know, up to 90% of people on this planet are lactose intolerant. And we even know that African people, melanated people, are the majority on this planet. Okay? We're not the minorities. We're actually the majority. Everywhere you go on this planet, you can find a melanated man or woman. And so that statement is very valid. Everybody's different. It's about figuring out where your ancestry comes from, what your genetic makeup is, and you have to live according to that. It just is what it is. And so for this clip, I found a lot of truth in it, and you know, that's just what it is, man. But anyway, with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button, share, subscribe. I will be putting out a lot more videos, man. Welcome to Dudzz Dimension, where I give you, you know, my perspective, my opinion on certain subject matters at hand, and current events, stuff that's going on. Alright, but until then, family, peace, love, and light. As always, I will see you in the next video. I'm out. Stay blessed.